Alright, the remainder factor theorem. Synthetic substitution. Okay, when we have the remainder theorem, okay, the remainder is when you divide a polynomial. So we're calling our polynomial f of x, and so we have this factor x minus a. So sometimes it'll look like x minus 2, x minus 7, x plus 3. So our f of a, whatever number this is. So we have this f of x equals q of x times x minus a plus f of a, where q of x is polynomial with degree 1 less than degree of fx. Okay, what does that mean? Well, when we divide our polynomial by some factor or some value, our remainder, we're going to be, so this, if we look at this, our example here, it's to the degree is to the 4. When we divide it, it's going to be to the third power, okay, with some sort of remainder. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so if f of x equals 3 of x to the 4th plus 2x cubed minus 5x squared plus x minus 2. First of all, we look for any gaps. We look at our exponents. So I have a 4, I have a 3, a 2, a 1, and none. Okay, so there is no skips. So when we synthetically divide, we have our constant, our coefficients here, 3, the 2, the negative 5, the 1, because in front of the variable is assumed to be a 1, and the minus 2. So let's do synthetic division here. So our synthetic substitution, so we drop the first coefficient there, negative 2 times 3 is negative 6, 2 minus 6 is negative 4, negative 2 times negative 4 is 8, negative 5 plus 8, because it's positive, is 3, negative 2 times 3 is negative 6, 1 minus 6 is negative 5, negative 2 times negative 5 is positive 10, and negative 2 plus 10 is 8. So the remainder is 8, so f of negative 2 equals 8. Alright, another technique is if we plug negative 2 in for each x value. Okay, so here we go. So I have 2 to the 4th power, so that's 2, 4, 8, 16, and it's positive. So 3 times 16 plus negative 2 to the 3rd power. So negative 2 times negative 2 is 4, times negative 2 is negative 8. Negative 8 times 2 is negative 16. Negative 2 squared is 4. 4 times negative 5 is negative 20. And we have minus 2 and minus 2. So I have 48 minus 16 minus 20 minus 2 minus 2. 48 minus 16 is 32 minus 20 minus 2. So 32 minus 20 is 12. 12 minus 2 is 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. Alright, so either technique. This one is a lot less arithmetic, so less errors then. Alright, let's do example 2 here. Alright. Okay, if f of x is 5x to the 3rd power plus 2x minus 1, find f of 3. Alright, so like I said before, we want to make sure there's no skips. I have x to the 3rd power, 1, and none. So we're missing the squared. So that's why we put a 0 here. Because our 5 represents our to the 3rd power, our 0 represents x squared, 2 represents x, and negative 1 is our constant. So let's synthetically substitute here. So drop the 5, 3 times 5 is 15, 0 plus 15 is 15, 3 times 5 is 45, 2 plus 45, 47. Oh boy, 47 times 3 is 1, 2, 12, 14, 141, and 140. So the remainder is 140. So that means f of 3 is 140. Okay. Now, one thing to add, if this is a cubic function, that means if our x is 3, our y is 140. So this is just a coordinate point, 3, 140. All right.